The morning sun rose gently over Umuagu village, but something had changed. The dusty footpaths that were once quiet now led to only one destination, Mama Nkem's little mud house. From sunrise until sunset, people arrived one after another. Widows carrying empty baskets, fathers who had lost their harvest, travelers exhausted from long journeys, children with hungry eyes. No one was turned away. As always, Mama Nkem welcomed each visitor with the same warm smile. "Come in, my children. Sit down. There is enough for everyone." She would quietly place the magical calabash on the wooden stool. She never demanded gold. She never asked for favors. Instead, she folded her hands and whispered, "May this meal bring strength to those who need it." Almost instantly, the familiar golden glow filled the room. The empty bowls trembled softly. Steam rose into the air. Within moments, delicious meals appeared as though invisible hands had prepared them. The visitors never saw how it happened. Mama Nkem always made sure the calabash remained hidden behind a woven curtain. To them, she simply smiled and served the food. Within days, hunger began to disappear from Umuagu. Children who had once cried themselves to sleep now laughed as they played beneath the great baobab tree. Old men regained their strength. Mothers no longer skipped meals so their children could eat. The entire village slowly came back to life. People began calling Mama Nkem the mother of blessings. Yet, the praise made her uncomfortable. One afternoon, an elderly widow knelt before her. "You are the reason we are alive." Mama Nkem gently lifted the woman to her feet. "No, every blessing belongs to the one who gave it. I am only a servant." The widow smiled through tears. "Then may heaven continue to bless your heart." But not every heart celebrated. Across the village, inside the largest compound in Umuagu, Okoro paced back and forth. His expensive robes dragged across the polished floor. Gold bracelets covered his wrists. Large bags of cowries lined his shelves. Still, he felt poor. Not because he lacked wealth, but because someone else possessed something greater. He slammed his fist against a wooden table. "Why should an old woman possess such power? I worked for my riches. I earned them. And now everyone praises her instead of me." His servant lowered his head. "Master, perhaps the spirits simply favor her." Okoro's eyes burned with anger. "Then the spirits have made a mistake." That night, sleep refused to visit him. Again and again, he imagined the glowing calabash sitting inside Mama Nkem's hut. He pictured mountains of gold, fields stretching farther than the eye could see, hundreds of servants bowing before him, kings seeking his favor. His breathing became heavier. Greed had taken root. The next evening, Okoro quietly returned to Mama Nkem's house. He hid behind the same mango tree. Soon, a blind old man approached the hut. Mama Nkem welcomed him inside. Moments later, the smell of fresh soup drifted into the cool evening air. Okoro moved closer. Very carefully, he peered through a narrow crack in the mud wall. There it was, the magical calabash. It glowed brighter than before. Golden symbols flowed across its surface like living rivers. The bowls around it filled themselves without anyone touching them. Okoro's mouth slowly opened. It truly exists. His heart raced. The blind man finished eating. Mama Nkem prayed quietly before the calabash. "Thank you for feeding another hungry soul." The glow slowly faded. Okoro stepped away before she noticed him.
His mind no longer thought about helping people. It thought only about possession. I must have it, no matter the cost.
Meanwhile, far beyond the village, the guardian stood beneath the sacred baobab. The forest was unusually silent. Even the birds had stopped singing. She placed one glowing hand upon the ancient tree. The bark shimmered. Visions appeared. She saw Okoro hiding behind the mango tree. She saw the greed burning inside him. She saw darkness slowly spreading across his heart. The guardian sighed. The second trial has begun. Golden leaves drifted gently around her. The greatest danger is not hunger. It is greed disguised as ambition. Back in Umuagu, Okoro summoned 3 men whose names were feared throughout neighboring villages: Bala, Okezi, and Dogo. Each was known for stealing livestock, breaking into homes, and disappearing before sunrise. They entered Okoro's compound under the cover of darkness. No servants were allowed nearby. Okoro closed the heavy wooden door. "I have a job for you." Bala smiled. "What needs stealing?" Okoro leaned closer. "A calabash." The 3 men laughed loudly. "You called us here for a cooking pot?" "It is no ordinary calabash. It creates endless food. It can make us richer than kings." The laughter stopped immediately. Dogo frowned. "You are serious?" Okoro nodded. "I've seen it with my own eyes." Okezi folded his arms. "And where is it?" "In Mama Nkem's hut." Silence filled the room. Finally, Bala asked, "When do we strike?" Okoro spread a rough map of the village across the table. He pointed toward the narrow path leading to Mama Nkem's house. "Tomorrow night, when everyone sleeps, we enter quietly, we take the calabash, and no one must know." Outside, a cold wind swept through Umuagu. Far above the clouds, lightning flashed without thunder. Deep inside the sacred forest, the guardian slowly opened her glowing eyes. She whispered into the night, "Every choice carries a price. And before this moon sets, the hearts of men will reveal who they truly are." The ancient baobab glowed once, then the forest fell silent.